This is, of course, our annual look, my favorite over-unders, win totals for this NFL season as it kicks off tonight, Scotty. Let's go. I hope you're with me on a few of these here as we go to the window and we try to make ourselves a couple of bucks. Let's start. My first under for you. How about New England? It's 4.5. It's the lowest number on the board. But, Scotty, this team's going to suck. They're going to be the worst team in the NFL this year. Go look at the Patriots schedule. Find me 5 wins. That's a loss. That's a loss. That's a loss. That's a loss. I don't see it. Brissett, May, I don't care who the quarterback's going to be. Under 4.5 for the New England Patriots. I'm riding Green Bay, Scotty. Over 9.5. I think that they will be good again with Love. They made the playoffs last year. I think they'll continue to jump up. Jets. Jets will always jet. Under 9.5, plus 132. They're not going to get to 10 wins. Something will happen, whether it's Rodgers getting hurt again, defense not being as good as they think, Salah making dumb mistakes. Something will go wrong for the New York Jets. Under 9.5 for them. Look who it is, Scotty.
Whoa.
Mike Tomlin always goes over 500. I only need him to get to 9-8 like last year. Over 8.5 for the Steelers at plus 136 as well. For the Steelers to get to 9 wins this season. I will go with it. I'm not buying Harbaugh the first year in Los Angeles. Under 8.5 for me. They will be good with Harbaugh. It just won't be this year. Bucks, over 7.5. They won the division last year, Scotty. I know everybody's on Atlanta, and Atlanta's the greatest thing ever. But Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans, Bowles, who we just played, over 7.5 at minus 132. And the final one. We just talked about Caleb Williams and the Bears. 8.5? Tell me he's winning 9 games? Right out of the gate? His first year? No. I'm not going to sit here and tell you he's going to be a bust. He's going to be awful. But 9+ wins in his first year in the NFL with Eberflus as the head coach? Absolutely not, Scotty. New England under 4.5. Green Bay over 9.5. Jets under 9.5. Steelers over 8.5. Chargers under 8.5. Bucks over 7.5, Bears under 8.5. The sheet of integrity for the 2024 NFL
Very
season.
impressive. And I don't think he's going to be terrible. I've never said that I thought Caleb Williams was terrible. I just think he's overrated. Like, they think he's
9
some
wins
savior, franchise-changing, going to win the Super Bowl his first year, all this other nonsense. I don't think anytime soon. I really don't. I've heard that before in Chicago, and I've lived there, and I've been through it. I have seen them get all this hype every single year. They do the same thing in New York with the Jets and Giants. I agree with you on all those. I think the Steelers have the toughest schedule maybe in the NFL. It might be hard to get to 9 for them. They have a horrible schedule. They really do.
Steelers is tough. I'm not going to lie. That one's probably the toughest one out of that whole entire list that I have. But he finds a way every year, Scotty. He finds a way, one way or the other, Tomlin, to get over 500. And I think he'll be able to do it this year, too. And I think Fields is going to be a big part of it. And that might start this week a lot sooner than any of us thought. Very excited for the sheet of integrity. Let's go have ourselves a big season. Speaking of having a big season, Scotty, an estimated $35 billion expected to be bet on the NFL this year. $35 billion, that's with a B, billion. Everybody going to the window for the king of sports here in America.
I wonder how many players are going to catch this year gambling.
Yeah, it's been quiet on that, right? Last year we had a whole bunch of guys right before the season. I think maybe guys have figured it out. Maybe for now.
Found the Lord.
They found the Lord, and they know what they are supposed to do and what they're not supposed to do. Everybody got very excited yesterday also because Bill Belichick joined Instagram. I know you follow him now. He went right out and followed Coach Belichick to make sure you get all that content.
There is literally, honestly, this guy, when he talks football, is already the best at it. It took 5 minutes. He is, when he describes film and talks about players and talks about teams and talks about talent, there is nothing that this guy doesn't know. I think he is wildly entertaining and fun to listen to. And as the coach of the Pats, he gave you nothing. Now he's giving you everything that you never got. And I think he's going to be way more amazing at this than he was being that grumpy stiltskin of a coach in Boston.
I agree with you, and I've always said I think he's great when you listen to him talk football and break the game down and actually remove that shield of being the head coach of the New England Patriots. There's one thing, though, I'm starting to see as the season's about to start. He got his hands in a lot of cookie jars this year.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's the one thing that I'm like, are we going to get overloaded with Belichick stuff? Like, I think he should have kept it to a couple of things. And now I feel like, Scott, he's going to be either like working for or participating in like 7 or 8 different entities this year. And I think we might get a little overloaded with Bill. I think so.